I'm David Harvey and welcome to Harvey's of Whitney. We're an old established family business going back some 70 years, and in this masterclass video you'll see some of the beautiful pieces which I deal in, and I will try to put them into their historical context. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to get notifications of future masterclass videos. Click the link below to subscribe to our free newsletter, packed full of details of fresh acquisitions and news from the antiques trade. One of the questions I'm asked most often is, what made you buy this piece, or what made you buy that piece as opposed to another one? And I think part and parcel of that is the fact that I've been in the business for many, many decades, and I've developed my own personal taste, and I know what I like. My father always said to me, only ever buy something if you would want to own it yourself. And this is an exact example of that. Now this table, not quite square, more rectangular, but what a wonderful table. When I looked at this, it just screamed Gillows. Everything about this. And when I say that, I'm talking about, for instance, the quality of the timber. This wonderful mahogany used in the solid. It's an unusual table. When we look at this, you have these nice styles here, dummy drawers there and there, but a central drawer there that goes right the way through. 3 dummy drawers on the other side. So what's going on here? Well, I bought this even though it's missing a couple of little bits of moulding, for instance there. But when you look at this leg, it's pure Gillows. The reading on here is what we've come to expect. The quality of the timber is superb. And this is where it begins to get more interesting. Under here, there's a hand grip, and there as well. And if I do that, you can begin to see where we're going. And it does exactly the same on the other side as well. So we effectively double the size of the table. Interestingly, the 2 leaves, and all of these are original because they have the same grain running all the way through. These 2 are very much darker than the centre panel because of course the centre panel has faded due to sunlight. But it has the same figuring and grain. You can see there's a little bit of dirt and a little bit of muck on here, but that'll clean off very easily once it goes into my conservation department. Gillows, always interesting, always quality. And what we also know is that Gillows love to do things differently. The quality is always superb. And when I show you the workings of the table, you'll see why. You've got these huge great spikes here, which of course mean that the top of the centre is floating height-wise so that you can retract the 2 drawer leaves when you need to. Here you can see the metalwork that is absolutely original. But it's also the reason why you've only got the 1 drawer is because you've got to have the space here for the runners for the drawer leaves. And that's why you don't have drawers where those runners are. And that just goes down like that. And that closes up like that. And there you have it. A really very neat bit of work. Another lovely thing about this is to be able to look in Susan Stewart's books on Gillows, the almost identical leg on another table was made about 1820 with the same reading, the same turnings, brass feet cups. those are the reasons why I bought this. The sheer quality, it's attributable to Gillows. It's so typical of their work and their workmanship. I would always be very proud to have a piece of this caliber in stock. One of the things I love most of all about this business is the excitement of taking a piece that's just been used over many, many years, but not been fed with wax, and just waxing it and seeing the difference that a quick coat of wax can make. And literally just in 20-30 seconds, putting a little bit of wax on that end of the tabletop and then just burnishing it with a soft cloth makes all the difference. The whole top, the whole piece is just screaming out for a good wax up, and it'll get it too. I do hope you have enjoyed viewing this video, and there will be follow-up videos with discussions and fresh stock items as they become available. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to get news of future editions. Click the link below to subscribe to our free regular e-newsletter with further images of fresh acquisitions as well as free invitations to antiques fairs and exhibitions. Thank you.